Hey everybody, this is One of Wisdom. We are back for part 2 of our Wii Fit Plus yoga playthrough. Again, part 2 overall. We're going to pick up where we left off on the second row. Do the standing knee, palm tree, chair, triangle, and the downward facing dog. Standing knee is one I actually do quite a bit, and improve flexibility in your thighs is what they led. So we'll go ahead and get started with it. Okay, you'll probably get tired of seeing that because I show it virtually every time you actually balance on the board, but
follow my lead as we do this pose together. Think about holding your balance.
okay, so basically what we do, you stand on your right foot to begin with, you grab a hold of your left kneecap and you lift it in as she does.
Very stable.
And by this point you've probably forgotten which circle is breathe in and breathe out. So really, as long as you just alternate, you'll be fine.
Great balance.
You are supposed to try and focus on the breathing in yoga. I think a lot of it is just a stretch, but if you want the complete package, just do both.
Now,
and again, this one's really pretty simple. We'll do the same thing with the other leg.
Now, let's work on your other leg.
The only problem, this bothers me throughout the whole game,
Inhale
just
through
when you
your
start
nose.
and you actually have to hold the pose
Exhale through
before you
your
even
nose.
begin the exercise. You tend to stay steady, and then by the time she
Great.
tells you to
Keep it
start,
up.
you're kind of wavering a little bit. But
You've got
again,
great
it's a long
posture.
oval, so what you want to try to do is stay centered on the X and Y
The
axis.
standing
But
knee pose helps increase flexibility
if you note
in your
on that
thighs.
white inset, the position of the yellow is roughly your foot's position on the board.
Now,
So
return
again,
to
like
your
I said
original
earlier in the
position.
first part, you want to be careful with
job.
that. But see what we did. Hey, 97. Well, we'll take that. Again, you get scored on each leg.
Excellent balance. Looks like you're making progress with your
And the
movement
4-star
and
ranking.
flexibility. Did you notice that yoga gets more enjoyable as you get better at it?
There's your
Keep
shower
up
of
the hard
compliments.
work.
So we'll see how that stacks up with our previous. We have scored 100 before, so it is possible. 5 calories, if keep track of that stuff. I mean, obviously yoga, you're not going to burn a lot of calories, but it's just kind of the stretch, relax, whatever you get out of it. Palm tree strengthens your ankles and your back. We have had 4-star on it. Again, I do this one, quite a bit more than the first row. Really, second and third row is what I tend to do the most, but this one's pretty enjoyable. It's another classic yoga pose, so it's cool to see it in
Follow
the
my
game.
movements as we do this pose together. Raise your heels and stand on your toes, feeling the stretch.
And from here, you want to try and hold your balance and then just tilt your arms back like she did. I'm not really sure how better to
Breathe
describe
slowly
that,
as
but
you maintain your pose.
you breathe in
Focus
and
on
out and you
keeping
try
your
to
balance steady.
amazingly
Try
keep
to
your
keep
balance
center
steady.
of balance
So
within the yellow area.
if you hadn't noticed, it's a common theme by now. Get
Great.
used to it.
Keep it up.
That's about what we do with yoga.
Keep your shoulders wide.
But you get on this one, if you do start to get tired or something, or
Stretching
you
your
feel like you're
spine
going to lose
will
your
help
balance,
stimulate your body.
don't do anything where you're going to land on your desk or something. Just kind of go
Exhale
down on both
slowly
feet.
as you lower
Try
your
it again
arms and
next time.
feet.
So it should be, I hope 4-star. Yeah. Anytime you
Great
see great
job.
job, you did pretty well. So that's actually not that great, but 88. Okay. Well,
Impressive.
like I
balance.
said, I would like to
Try
have these
widen
all
your
be
shoulders to
4-star,
make
but at
the
the same
pose
time, I
even
want to
better.
play through.
Train
Show
every
you the
day to
calories
improve your
add up and the
posture.
time add up. But it's 88. Our best is actually only a 90. That's one I'll probably come back to, see if we can't get a better score on, some point in the future. From there, we are ready, it looks like, for the chair pose. I actually really like this one. Obviously it's going to be good for your abs, is the main thing. It's sort of like a squat, probably back in gym class, you always had to do this position, just leaned against the wall, and you think, oh, it's not too bad, and then like 20-30 seconds in, people start dropping like flies. So it's basically
Follow
it
my
minus the
lead
wall.
as
I
we
don't
do
know,
this
that's
pose
why
together.
I enjoy it. But Surprisingly, you do actually feel your abs work in this one. So a lot of the time, you just kind of
Breathe
think you feel a
slowly as
stretch,
you
but
maintain
you know,
that pose.
this one
Focus
you
on
actually
keeping your
do.
balance steady.
You
Try
know,
to
you can
keep your
actually
center
say,
of
wow, that
balance within the
actually is
yellow
doing
area.
something. So again, what you try to
You've got
do is
great
breathe in and out,
posture.
maintain the red dot and yellow circle as close to dead
Great.
center as you
Keep it up.
can. So moving a little bit,
Keep
but
your spine
you know, it's
stretched.
kind of hard when you're talking. Surprisingly, you wouldn't think it would make things that much more complicated, but
Now,
I probably
return
should have
to your
timed
original
that,
position.
you know, but I don't think it's more than like 30 seconds.
Great
So
job.
it should be at least an upper 80. We'll see. 90. Hey, okay. So we 4-starred that one. Here will come the compliments.
Amazing balance. If you want more of a challenge, try raising your heels and pulling your stomach in even more. Practice every day to improve your posture.
Alright, so now we'll see where it ranks. Personal best is a 94. So, you know, 90 is pretty good. That one is actually one of the more difficult ones to actually score a 4-star rank on. Now we're going to do the triangle. Again, it's another, you know, like traditional yoga pose. Strengthens your lower body, tones your waist. I just don't do it that much. I mean, it's one of those ones I kind of enjoy the chair pose, the standing knee, you know, a little bit better. But, you know, everyone's different, so, you know, maybe you enjoy this one, you'll do it more. But I honestly don't even remember what you do in this one. Okay, you face sideways, and I think it's the one where you tilt over. Yeah, it's kind of like a windmill type deal. Oh crap!
Breathe slowly as you maintain
Yeah.
your pose.
I forgot this one had the blue bar.
Put 60% of your weight.
Which
on
it is
your
nice. They
front
told you 60% this
leg. Put
time.
enough weight on your front
Uh,
foot so that you stay
again,
within the blue area.
You cannot do this pose properly and look at the screen, so you
Very
have to rely
stable.
on sound,
Well done.
or you have to turn the balance board and you'll have to adjust
You've
it.
got
That's
great
actually this
posture.
next time I'm going to turn it sideways so I can try and get a good score for you
Now, return
and
to
maintain
your
the pose
original
properly.
position.
So let's see.
Now,
You
let's
do
work on the
actually
other
feel the
side.
stretch in this one as well. So I mean, if it's, you know, if you're watching this trying to figure out
Make
what
sure
to
your
do,
left
you
and
know, this
right
one you
heels are
can feel.
aligned.
It is like one of the more involved in poses. You do need to be somewhat limber. Oh crap.
Create separation
I just
between
missed
your
again,
upper and
but
lower
you know,
body.
we'll see.
Keep your hips tucked in.
I think we should score. I kept the last one pretty stable, about like this.
Very stable.
I would
Well
think it
done.
should be 85 or better, but
Great.
the trick is,
Hold your
again,
balance
just to
just
nail
like
that
that.
60% mark the very first time it shows up, you know, to get a
Very
90 plus
stable.
and to get a
Well
4-star.
done.
So we've done it in the past. I don't know that we'll do it here, but that's essentially what you'd need to do. So
Now, return to
again,
your
by the
original
time you come
position.
up, you do feel a stretch. So, you know, it's obviously doing something for you. Now we will see.
Great
She's
job.
happy. You know, like I say, that first, hey, 94. Okay. It's that first little bit, you know, if we would have had that, we could have scored, say, like a
Impressive balance.
98,
Good
100,
job.
something in that
Practice
range.
yoga a little every day to help improve your posture.
I obviously don't play this one much. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to this one, see if we can't beat 97. Like I said, I do tend to be a little competitive, but, you know, it's yoga, it's not the most exciting element. Downward facing dog. Don't do this one often, and I think you'll probably see why. But again, it is kind of one of the traditional poses. So, you know, if you picture the ladies in the park or something, this is probably something you see in like the
Let's do the
background of a
downward facing
movie
dog
or
pose
something.
Together. Get on all fours with your hands on the balance
Okay,
board.
that would be like the one line you could totally take wrong if you wanted to, you know, maybe make this PG-13 or something. But
Lift your hips as high as you
okay,
can.
again,
and straighten
you know,
your
here I
arms
am
and
with a
legs.
headset on, and I'm
Relax your neck
distorting
muscles
my neck
and
to
look
try
down
and see the
your
bar.
stomach. Hold this
Uh,
pose. Place equal
My
weight on
advice,
your
if you're going
arms
for
and
a
legs.
score,
The weight on your hands
okay,
is
obviously,
being measured. Let's check the results of this test.
So obviously this is just like your basic weight
Perfect.
involved yoga
Focus on
poses, it's just
stretching
with
your
your
back.
hands. My advice
Great.
is to turn the
Keep it up.
board sideways and
Perfect.
you know, kind of catch a
Focus on
glance of the
stretching your
scale.
back.
That'll help you have a
You've got
better chance
great
of scoring
posture.
high.
Very stable.
I'm actually surprised
Well
we're
done.
staying here this long. Looks like it's over now. Which we did, I mean, we stayed
Great.
steady, but, you know,
Now
again, I
return
missed the
to your
first of it,
original
which
position.
that kills your score, but we'll see what we did.
Great job.
Alright, 94. Definitely content with that. Don't play it very often, and quite frankly, I couldn't see the scale for the first little bit there, so... again, you know, my advice, turn it sideways, focus on the pose,
Great
and move from
balance.
there.
Your form was impressive. Train a little every day to help improve your posture.
Hey, and a new high score, so, you know, previous best was 86. That's definite improvement. You know, I guess it's just, probably I came back to the scale first, 4 calories. I think I forgot to mention that on the previous. And that, you know what, I think I'm going to do the dance pose. We've done sun salutation, back through standing knee, but the dance pose requires the balance board, the next 4 don't. What have I done this one, like 3 times? It's, I don't know, maybe it's because it's called dance, I don't do it. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a guy, I don't know. Okay, well, I forgot to be on the board, that's helpful. Like I said, I'm going to end this part with this one, because it does use the
Let's do
board.
the
The
dance
next 4
pose
we
together.
actually won't use the balance board, so I'll make that part 3. But I don't really remember this one aside from I didn't like it.
Follow my lead and do this pose
Okay.
along with me.
It's not too bad yet, it's just what she does next I don't like. I'm fine with that, but then when we, you know, I don't know. I
Breathe
just don't bend
slowly
like
as
that,
you
but
maintain your pose.
yeah, that's going to
Hold
be
your
hard to do
balance
and
steady.
talk.
Try to keep your center
This
of
is kind of like the
balance within
Superman
yellow area.
pose. You know, like when you're a little kid, you lay on the floor and pick up your feet and hands. Well, no
You're
kidding.
swaying a little
You know,
Tighten your ab muscles and
again, I
balance your
don't make
body.
squares with my thighs, calves, and
Great.
arm.
Keep it up.
Just whatever the extent of flexibility you have, just go there, call it good, try to stay balanced.
Now, return
So-
to your original position.
The good news is you do the other leg,
Next,
so
let's
you
work
know
on
this,
the other side.
the fun times continue. Again, a lot of people probably will like this one. It's just, it's not in line with what I'm good at or in the degrees I am flexible. So, you know, I just kind of try to do it as best I can and stay centered. So,
You're swaying a little bit. Tighten your ab muscles and balance your body.
it's really not too bad. I
The
mean, I
dance
just don't
pose
like
can
this
tone
one
your
that well.
hips and
But
align your spine.
we'll see what we score on it, and it's one of those ones, if I don't get a
Great.
4-star, I'm
Keep it
going to
up.
come back to and just to say I've done it, you know. Then I'll probably never play it again. But we'll see what we
Now,
did.
return to
Again,
your
it's not
original
too bad.
position.
I'm just not a fan personally, so. Well, it must not have
Great
been too
job.
bad. Yeah, that shouldn't score well at all. 83. I think that's the lowest we've done this whole yoga playthrough.
Good balance. This pose will lift your glutes
Well,
and
there you
improve
go.
your
If
posture.
that's your goal, have at it.
Practicing yoga every day is the key to improving
I'll
your
just
posture.
stick to the chair pose or something. Alright, that is actually the high score. I think it's the 4th or 5th time I played it. But 6 calories. Got another 2 minutes in. I'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Again, we did the second row and the dance pose. So I'll come in next time, but check out part 3. And until then, thanks for watching.